Okay, welcome back everybody. We're here at the Granite Curling Club, semifinals of the mixed doubles provincials. It's Craig McAlpine here. I am a curler out of this club and I'm glad to be back. I also have Presley here with me, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Presley. I've been curling for the last 13 years. Currently, I'm playing for Nate on their college team. So I guess you could say I'm kind of qualified to be here.
Cool. And so we got in this semifinal game that we'll be watching here or commentating on is Marks and Gittis. So that is, and they're playing against Skrlik and Hamilton. So it's Greg Hamilton and Kayla Skrlik. A little bit of accomplishments for. Well, maybe we'll just go with Abby's throwing first. So maybe why don't you go with Abby first?
Okay, so we have Abby Marks from the U of A team, it looks like. Her accomplishments include 2019 Canadian Junior Champ plus World Silver Medalist, 2020 U Sport Champion, 2020 Canadian Junior Silver Medalist, and 2019 plus 2020 Alberta Junior Champ.
We got and then we got Kayla throwing up here right away, and her accomplishments is 2020 mixed doubles Alberta provincial finalist. She's been curling for 15 years, and this team has been together for a couple years.
It's not terrible.
And Greg Hamilton, her partner, same thing, 2020 mixed doubles Alberta provincial finalist, curled for 18 years, and like I said, they've been curling together for 2 years.
Well, then. Well.
Looks a little heavy here.
Okay.
So in mixed doubles, those first couple shots sometimes can be pretty important to get those rocks set up properly, and with that being a little bit heavy and rolling off, it definitely provides a little bit of advantage to Team Gittis and Marks right now.
Yeah, top four I think is really good.
So now throwing, we have Andrew Gittis. His accomplishments include 2020 Alberta Junior Provincial Champion, 2019 and 2020 U Sports Bronze Medalist, and 3-time Canada West Champion.
Right off. Got room. Room all day.
Looks like it might be okay.
Line should be okay.
Yeah, weight looks better with this one.
Half is the double. Do you want to play? We don't have to push it out that far. We could play like control. Okay, 9.
So this is the first rock that can actually remove a stone in an end, the fourth thrown rock. So they are trying to play with a little bit of weight here and trying to just kind of push one of those reds either out or back. Looks like it's out, hopefully. They're hoping. And they might.
Good shot.
And I got both of them there.
Yeah, made the double, so good shot.
We weren't sticking. Never sticking.
So the double was a great shot there, but you know, Team Gittis and Marks are definitely going to try to take advantage of going around the center guard here again.
Shade less weight. Okay. Line's good. Don't wait if you can. Okay, line's good. A little bit of room. Yeah, hard finish. Hard finish. Hard, Abby. Hard, all the way.
Looks a little light here.
Coming up a little short. Still not a bad placement though.
Okay. Top. Yeah. They're not in the rings. You can be top 4. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I don't mind like edge of 8. I think it still is curling.
glad this is
it.
not behind the tee line here,
doesn't
but
matter.
looks like it.
Might be okay still.
I think.
Think just straight around. All right, let's make a good one here.
Okay. So looking to just completely bury this. If they are a little bit heavy, they could come back to the
Little bit of
that
room
yellow,
then.
but they are trying to, I
Line's
believe,
good. Yeah, little room still.
make this really good. But
Line's really good. As high as you can, as high as you can. Line's good.
slid just a little bit deep, but they'll be generally pretty happy with that. I think it's fully buried, but
You could freeze too, but
apologize for the camera angle here. We had to rearrange the system to accommodate sheet 2. So normally we're on sheet 3. So if the camera angle looks a little bit off, that's why.
well, whoa then. Yeah. Not even. 12-5.
Just a little heavy.
That's okay.
Do you think? Yeah, top 8.
Unfortunately, that's mixed doubles. They're setting up pretty good, and then you get one little miss, and things can change and change pretty quickly.
So it does curl a bit more on this side. You're probably going to want to take just a little inside edge 8. Shade light right now. Tight. That's good, Abby.
Just play the tap for 2. Like, steel isn't bad. And to push it is for 2.
I think they're
Well,
looking
I need
at
to throw enough to hit it out.
potentially playing an
I need
in-turn,
to throw enough to hit it out.
maybe hit like a quarter rock, or maybe get to a half if they can, and bump it back for potentially 2. They can just play the straight draw for 1 as well, but
Yep. Well,
it's pretty close, I think.
yep. Yeah! Hard! Hard!
Oh,
Just didn't get over enough.
yeah, they had like an inch by the guard. They didn't have much, but
No.
it almost like that sweeping just pulled it out just a little bit at the end and
Thanks.
didn't
I
quite
don't know if it was there.
get over enough.
Yeah.
It was the right call though.
Yeah, I think they mentioned before they threw it that even if they gave up a steal of 1, they felt that the risk of, or the reward of getting 2 potentially was there, but
There's definitely enough weight for it, though.
they also talked after that they didn't know if it was there, so I don't know if it was the right call, but it was definitely a good try.
Yeah.
So for anyone that doesn't know a lot about mixed doubles, it's a little bit of a different setup than normal curling, 4-person curling. There's 2 stationary position rocks at the start of each end. The team that has hammer their rock will be positioned in the back 4, whereas the team that without hammer will have the rock placed as a center
Yeah.
guard.
I think this side's a bit straight, so that should be good. Bit solid? Yeah. Weight's coming down. Still shade solid. That's good, Abby.
That's a pretty good shot, and you find that most teams, you want to try to get to that back 4-foot rock on that first one. Even if you have a small little tap up pack, it's not the end of the world. Coming up lighter, like top 12, top 8, it's not sometimes as conducive because teams can draw around that, and it can act more of a guard than anything. So it's a pretty good start there.
Okay, line's good. Whoa. No line. No line. Okay.
Just hanging out a bit here.
It's really slick, Greg.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was a bit of a miss there as well. Those are the tough ones, those back 8, back 12 that don't quite get to nose and roll off, and you definitely have to scramble after you miss like that. So hopefully.
Mid, is that 5 minutes? Okay. I'm gonna take just a shade more than that. Good. Good. So just keep your head up. Lots of room. Yeah, hard finish. Hard finish. Hard. All the way, all the way. That's good.
Pretty good spot there. Good to run that center guard in now.
Clean, clean.
Straight peel.
Hopefully they give us a shot at one or the other.
Just trying to put the guard back now.
That's it.
It's a pretty good
Play
spot.
this run. Peel. Curl. Curl, 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 curl.
Oh. Good shot. Just still 2 reds in there, but good to make contact with that. Some feedback we got
Probably
from the previous
very
game is
ideal,
that some
I
people
think.
would like to know the scores in other games, and there's only one other game
Where do you
going on
think
right
right
now, and it
here?
looks like Tran and
Outside edge forward?
Sluchinski are winning 2-0 against Van Amsterdam and Papley.
They they just snowplow? Freeze. It's pretty slick.
Definitely slid a little too deep there. If that was top 4, it would make things really difficult, but now Skrlik and Hamilton will look to just freeze to that red there and lie shot.
Okay. Edge a button, probably. Okay. It's heavy. It's heavy. Oh man, Greg. Okay.
Yeah, looking for T-line weight there, and that was back line, maybe possibly even through, so definitely an overthrow there.
Yeah. I think so. Like even if it's sticking out a little bit, like there's a little bit of air, I think that's fine too. But like top 8, like right on center line is like. Yeah, I'd say inside edge of the red rock is good. If it's close, it please sit. Shit. Sorry, Abby.
Pretty good weight,
Yeah.
maybe just kind of overswept it a little bit at
Yeah.
the start, but kind of realized that halfway down, and that's why he switched to the other side to try to get a little bit more curl. But then also realized that it was a little
I
bit
agree.
heavier than they thought, so he kind of just let it stop. It's one of the difficult things with mixed doubles is calling line and weight, and you don't have someone holding the broom all the time, and so it can be kind of difficult to have that communication effectively.
Well, and it's interesting to see the different dynamics of each team and
Clean.
who sweeps, who holds the broom.
Yep,
Girl.
Can get a different perspective that way too.
absolutely.
Hard.
I made my female sweep all the time. Saved my cardio. No, it's but it's it definitely, every team is a little bit different. I just that last shot there, was it for one or was it a give a?
I believe it was for one.
Yeah. But yeah, every team is a little bit different. You know, I haven't played a ton of mixed doubles myself either, but one of the things that I thought was nice about just sweeping each other's rocks was just being able to focus on just trying to make your shot, just like a normal curling game, normal 4-person curling game.
Yeah.
Having to throw the rock and get up quickly and sweep, I find sometimes you rush the shot and maybe you're not throwing it as well as you should be, or maybe you're not judging it as well as you should be too. So, but the more you play, I'm sure the more every team's going to be different with that. But
No, I make my partner sweep all the rocks.
yeah. Well, a lot of the real competitive mixed doubles teams, you know, they're
I don't know, I've
the
been
male sweeper
throwing
is
the
sweeping
intern
majority of all the
side.
rocks, but you know, thinking a long event too, so there can be some benefit of kind of sweeping, both sweeping as well, saving energy and.
Wait then. Right off. Right off if it looks not bad. Whoa, Greg! Yeah, figured.
Oh, just a little deep on that one again.
Just go right to top 4.
One of the other things with mixed doubles too, it
Yeah,
can be
yeah, sure.
challenging sometimes is you're playing this, draw around the center guard the majority of the shots, and then when you eventually have to play a different shot in the game, it sometimes can be a bit of a struggle where the broom goes, what the speed is going to be. So that's often can be difficult. And whichever team adjusts to that and knows that better often ends up coming on top. But this looks like good line, and weight looks pretty close here.
Really nice, Abby.
I ended up getting a 14.7 on that for time.
I was wondering what you're grabbing there. That's handy. What was it, 14.5?
14.7.
14.7, okay. Yeah. That's the other thing. The ice conditions have been great all week, all weekend.
Yeah,
The
I
head
think
ice
you don't
maker,
like coming
Glenn
this way?
Wojtek, he's done a phenomenal job getting the ice ready, and
Well, it's
great
just
curl and
if we go
great
that way,
speed. So
then we don't really have the run anyway because my rock's blocking it. Okay. Close. It is there.
Might just be a little too heavy.
I didn't even think it was that.
yeah, it seems like
Heavy.
Skrlik and Hamilton are struggling a little bit with the weight early in this
Do you
game,
like
just
the hit
coming a
and
little bit
roll?
heavier than they would like to on those shots, and
Or do you like freezing on that
makes
side?
it difficult
so,
to
like top 4?
control that forefoot.
Or what was your first thought? Yeah, but if they come down to that back yellow, they're going to be out counting our top 1. So I don't mind hitting and playing a little flop to the wing. Do you like that? I'm going to throw a medium here.
Okay, they're looking to just double those yellows off, I think. Or?
I think that's what they were
Yeah.
saying,
Wing, yep.
and then kind of fly it out to the wing
Hard.
afterwards.
Hard!
Yeah, you don't want to necessarily
Whoa,
sit right
whoa,
there, just kind
whoa,
of,
right off.
but to get a little bit of a roll. But,
Set.
Good normal weight on that too.
yeah. Would have liked to have the double there and stick
Yeah.
in the rings, but still looking good with the 2 red rocks where they are. But
Think this turn.
so a run back here to try to get those reds moving.
Back for that.
Ended up getting a peel instead.
It's okay. They're going to be forced to either guard or hit. The guard always gives us options.
Yeah, I like guarding for 1 more. Depth, halfway to tight, halfway. Okay, so pretty much right back where it was. Okay. I think middle 8 for ice should be good. Yeah, both a little heavy. Line's good. Line's good.
So Abby and Andrew are looking to just
Might
guard their
overcurl
reds
a little.
here.
Just let it sit.
Kind of split the center
Line's
line.
good. That's it. Good.
It's a pretty good spot.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, exactly. This side should curl, like we haven't played it all game. So you could probably... Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Middle 8 to a little bit more. Because we were taking edge. It's through. I don't know, that was literally guard weight on the other sheet.
Just a little heavy back there.
Or a little flop.
Would have been better if they could have gotten closer to the
I was
center
thinking like a
line.
little flop away on hitting. Eh. Actually, I don't mind just throwing the draw. Yeah, there was a double or not. Yeah, I like this. Ignore me. I'll just draw around again. Try to like leave it top 4. Do you think? Yeah. Like top 4, just biting top 4 I think is ideal depth. We want to leave it high, don't ever want to leave the pocket. This guy top 4, top 8 players. Okay, line's fine. Little room. Line's good. Little room still. Room. Line's close. Little finish if you can. Real nice. Oh.
Pretty good shot. I'm wondering if they're gonna be able to just make the double to give up 1 here. I think that's probably the call. I mean, they were gonna have a draw.
It's almost
Marks and
nose.
Gittis were gonna have a draw anyways.
It is. Oh, I can't see nose. Yeah. Half a rock does it too. Teal? Yeah. Hopefully.
That was a good call for that shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot, and there's a draw for 2 now.
Edge 8 is probably good for ice. Should give us plenty of clearance on the guard. Okay. Then probably a little inside edge 8 is fine here. Right's good.
It's perfect draw weight there.
Yeah, and good sweeping. Be two
Two
for
red.
Marks and Gittis, and they'll be up 3-1 after 3. Update
Nice
you.
toss, Abby.
Looks like Tran and
Right in.
Sluchinski up 3-0 against Van Amsterdam and Papley. And they're currently playing in the third end. Just to do quick introductions again, just for anybody that missed them at the start. My name is Craig McAlpine. I curl here out of the men's league every Thursday night. I did compete in this Monspiel as well, and I am commentating today, so don't ask me how we did. But no, it was a fun spiel, and everything. The ice has been amazing, and the Granite Curling Club in general has done an amazing job. I'm also here with Presley, and I'll let her introduce herself again.
I'm Presley. I'm a student at NATE taking the radio and
middle eight should be
television
good.
program. I've also been curling for
Yeah.
the last 13 years or so. Mixed doubles primarily right now just because of COVID. So it is nice to kind of sit here and commentate a little bit.
For sure.
Shade down.
Also wanted to give a shout out to Dave Nicholas and Rick Falmer. They're the co-chair of the organizing committee here at the Granite, so they've put in tons of work and effort to get this event ready, and it's been really organized, and we owe them a lot of show them a lot of appreciation on
Hey,
how
nice,
this
Abby.
event's going, and they've done an amazing job. We also got
Freeze.
Mitchell Wojtuk, who is the Granite Curling Club manager, who has definitely put in a lot of time and effort over the last couple weeks for sure, and probably much longer than that. But yeah, so lots of people, lots of ice umpires, and all the other volunteers here. I think we all appreciate having an event.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, Presley, COVID's been tough, and it's nice to have these events back where we can still have some people watching and
Yeah.
get to show off all the talent that we have in Alberta for curling.
Well, we've been practicing over the last 2 years, not being able to do anything.
Yeah.
You can go.
Looks a little light here.
I don't know. I literally thought I couldn't throw too light on this sheet.
You look really light, but
Halfway. I don't know, like what's the sheet's doing. Like maybe because I took way less ice, but
The shade light, yeah. A little bit of room, lots of room. Hard finish. Hard all the way. Line's getting there, keep going, go. That's good.
It's a pretty good shot there. So far early in this game, Marks and Gittis seem to have their weight control just a little bit better than Skrlik and Hamilton, but still early, lots of game to play, but when you have to throw these run backs, you know you're in a bit of trouble. So it's better. Still not great, but better.
House is a little more open now. Needs a little bit more room so for some different shots.
As we're like T-line depth, top 4 depth on that left one. You think, are we? Or are we back house?
brutal.
Okay. I still think I like this.
You'll have to do it
Alright,
again.
I'm gonna take just outside edge 8.
Jackson spot's good.
Yeah, I'll give you less ice because it just curled up enough.
Okay, line's good.
card, and they'll be looking
Good
to,
sweep, Abby. Nice manage.
believe, run their yellow back if they can, or yeah, straight on the nose.
It's kind of what it looks like there.
I mean, if they get the double peel, it's not the end of the world either, but I
No.
think they would like to see their yellow make contact with some of those reds in the rings.
Curl. Clean, clean, clean. Straight, 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 straight.
Oh,
Oh. So close
That is
on
tough.
shot was made
Turn.
millimeter.
Take
It's just
that edge eight.
Tough one.
Roll inside.
This ice is really tough for me to read. I just don't know it.
Good.
Like this shouldn't come back to me at all. But I don't know. And it is.
Very nice.
What do you want to do? That? Yeah? Okay. Just off nose.
So looking to run this yellow in again. Again, trying to make contact with probably the two red that are on the center line. If they can stick their
Yeah.
yellow in the rings there, it would be a really nice shot.
The angle seems to be there for it.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And
Thanks.
I think we just should
Didn't.
lob another guard up. Yeah.
It'd be pretty
think you can
difficult
either-
for Skrlik and
Honestly,
Hamilton to
like,
score here.
do you like trying to get right here?
Thank God I have draw weight in my back pocket.
Yeah, like just mainly guarding their run. Yeah, I think that's perfect.
They guarding in front of that yellow, or
it's what it looks like. I
You're
believe
in
they're
there?
trying to stop them
Yeah.
from doing another run back on there.
just wondering if they could play the out turn and come around
Yeah.
and take away that same shot, but
Quarter to
maybe
middle 12, somewhere right in there should be good.
maybe not.
Now I can
Maybe it
manage
doesn't
the
curl
rest of the
enough.
line with the sweep.
I don't think it would curl enough for that, just from the looks of how it's been going so far. It would be a good option though.
I like the.
Don't really want to line those up either. No, it should be okay.
Really nice, Abby.
Should be okay there.
I think the only shot I see is out
Yep.
turn or in turn draw. I just don't know if you can get shot on either way.
Make sure it doesn't rack on.
Definitely can't get the shot in turn, but out turn,
Out turn, you might come close.
yeah.
With the out turn, you'd be eliminating two of the rocks, it looks like.
Already death.
Oh,
Oh, she's playing the in turn, just trying to try to give up one, I guess.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Oh.
It's pretty a little heavy, isn't it?
little heavy, yeah.
Hung really straight. I don't know.
Might have been okay without a little bit of sweeping.
Yeah. 6-1 after 4.
Here you go. It hung like balls straight.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So looking for a little bit of a hit and roll here. That rock didn't quite curl up enough as what they would have liked. So if Hamilton can get a little bit of a hit and roll underneath here right now, keeping 3 yellows in the rings, that will be set up pretty well for them.
Well,
Okay.
it's not bad.
Didn't really get a roll on there.
No, and the roll was a little bit of a key there. I mean, you know,
Okay.
Gittis and Marks, they're okay
think
with
that's
trying to
probably
peel
worth trying.
rocks open, but there is a double potential there, but it might still jam in the with that red there. So they'd be really happy if they could get rid of 2 yellow here on this shot. But
Okay, I'm gonna throw my intern with firm, I think. Do you like that? Or is it worth just throwing peel?
With that jam there, it is
I
a
like
bit of a
firm. Let's
riskier
pick our
shot to
shooter.
play. If you can get it
3/4 of a rock.
just right, it might benefit them very well.
yeah.
Whoa, whoa. Clean. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep.
Really good.
That was a good shot.
We could do that, or we could just play this for now. Yeah. Probably this. Don't want to.
We might have been cut out
Like,
a
if
little
we
earlier,
freeze,
but
they
what
could
we were
slash
saying earlier
anyway.
here is that
And then
that
they
in
could-
mixed doubles, a
if they
5-point
slash with
lead
not
is
enough weight,
is never
and they
really
keep
safe.
three are 2 and
y-
like the back.
One
12.
missed shot here and there could
Probably
easily open the
this.
door for a 2 or 3 back, and then the game could be much
No.
closer. So
Like if we sink
Um,
one and they come
I
here,
think that's
then
what
we have
Skrlik and Hamilton are hoping for
more
here.
radius
So is
steal.
making
Control.
the rest of their shots this end, maybe getting a bit of a miss, and
Yeah.
might be back in this
You could
game.
throw the same.
But it looks like they're kind of set up for 2 right now, but the game on the other sheet here, Tran and Sluchinski is up 4-3 against Van Amsterdam and Papley. And that is after 4.
Yep.
Hard out, Abby.
So missed the double and also rolled out, which if that at least stuck
Yeah.
around in the rings might
I think that's our
have
shot.
been a little bit better there.
They could have had that split on the house,
I have
which
3/4.
would probably have been
Throw
better than
firm at
rolling
edge
out
rock.
at that point.
I think that should be close. Clean. Just swing. Yep. Hard. 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 Clean. You're good.
That's a good shot. Forgot to mention off the hop that such great curling, and if you didn't want to listen
Just
to
got
my
scared
voice,
that
you
it
can always mute
started
it,
to move
but
just
you
in case.
can
No,
still
I
watch
took
the,
right here and didn't even get
amazing
close
curling
or
without
anything. I
listening
was
to
like,
me,
"Leave the
but
rocks out."
we're trying our best. I'm just a volunteer here, and
Yeah.
I don't.
got a almost professional Presley with me, so she's the one that's going to school for this. So
It's a little heavy on that one.
Just lob up the guard. Or actually, yeah, right top. Top. Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
I
still,
think
still struggling with the weight
like just
control.
majority is
Hamilton's
ideal.
Skrlik, it's just they just haven't seemed to be comfortable yet in this game, getting that weight control down. But
In terms of ice,
Still
which
4
turn are you
ends to
gonna
go,
throw?
so hopefully they can find it at some point.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that. Yeah, I think that should be close. Top 8. I like it. A little bit of shade solid.
might be a little deeper than they want here. We'll see where this ends up, but or pretty perfect.
Yeah.
I think it's just a nose double for one.
Nine.
I think they were maybe hoping
Does
that
it-
would
do
be a
we
little
need the
bit
double?
higher, or
Mhm.
either it curl up a little bit more to nose, just to
All right.
maybe make them draw, but they'll still be pretty happy with a force of one here.
Yep. Well.
Okay, 1 red.
Marks and Gittis has a steal of 1.
So 7-1 after 5.
That one
You guys
fell
might
the
want
whole
using our
way.
power play, yeah.
I just don't know. Like. I think. Yeah, who knows? Can't switch out the rocks now anyway.
Thank you.
I think my one rock's straight as heck, and then the other one is a little bit more like grindy. But it doesn't even matter. Because I was on the other side of the rock when I let go.
Yeah, when you let go.
So Skrlik and Hamilton definitely appear to be maybe questioning their rocks, or maybe not matched perfectly. Again, it's mixed doubles. It makes it difficult because you don't have that person in the house holding the broom. So sometimes the feedback you're not getting right away on necessarily how you're throwing it, or and things like that. So definitely could be some rock differences for sure, but it also is the reason why mixed doubles is so difficult, because you can't always get that feedback
Very
on,
nice,
on
Abby.
how you're throwing it, and if there is actually any differences with the rocks. But really good spot there for Marks and Gittis again, though.
Great toss. Very nice.
All right. It's hanging. You can wait years on it.
Doesn't look like it's coming back around anytime soon.
Yeah, I think it's just
Holy, it sweeps it the whole way for back 8.
Oh, sorry. Do you like coming the intern? Or doesn't really matter? But I feel like that might leave the angles a little better for us if we stagger them slightly on that side, because then they're always going back into the yellows. Are you good with that? Okay. I think we want just inside edge 8 for ice.
Just pile them in there and maybe we'll have an angle eventually. We just have to shoot above.
Wait, hold. That's good. Hair tight, tight line. Line's good. Line's good. Yeah, hard line, hard line. Hard, get it past the other guy. Go, go, go. Steep as you can. Okay, that plays.
All right. Give me hogged. Should be close.
Put a guard there.
Yep.
Not 100% sure if that was the call, if they wanted to bring that in a little deeper, but either way, it's got 2 centers and they're sitting pretty well right now.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Just rubbed on that guard a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't continue to sweep that. It seemed like they were potentially by, and they just
down.
I think if they would have stayed on it, they could have
Put it right
gotten
on
past
top of
those
our other
guards
one.
quite easily.
yeah, they were just lightly cleaning it, and
Mid 8 here for ice.
didn't really seem like there was a whole lot of urgency. And then all of a
No.
sudden it wrecked on the guard, and it's too bad because that shot was pretty close to being made.
Help the shit. A little on the wide side. Lots of room. You can.
It's gonna sit about T-line here.
Yeah, it's really good. It's going to be very difficult for Skrlik and Hamilton to score with these rocks. Where they're-
Freeze. Yep. Okay. It's light.
Suggested that it was light. We'll see where this ends up.
It's not a bad shot.
No.
Yeah. 8 foot for line. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, well then. Little room.
Run. Is it yours?
So looking to run this in, try to rearrange some of those angles a bit, but
I think you have to break the house up a little bit. Get some movement going in there. There might be a shot left at the end.
for sure.
Yep. Well.
Oh,
Oh.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Falls more out with time, with age, if you will.
So I ended up getting out to like edge 8 with my out turn. With the release I had, I was probably edge 8 for ice. So I'd say take inside edge 8.
So Marks and Gittis looking just to just toss up a guard here, make it a little bit more difficult for
Yeah, it's fine.
Skrlik and Hamilton to score. A little bit of a slip there on the sweep.
Really nice, Abby.
A good spot.
Just about right back where they had it too.
Yeah.
That would have been a bad one to fall on. Very nice. Like, oh shit, don't touch it.
Pretty much knows. We'll see what happens. Thanks.
Looks like Tran and
If I make it,
Sluchinski are up
steal one.
7-3 after 5
But
against Van Amsterdam and Papley. And this shot here is for possibly 1 if made, but very difficult.
falling.
They might get it.
All right.
Oh,
Good game.
and it looks like they're calling it.
Yeah, so it'll be a 9-1 final. Marks and Gittis over Skrlik and Hamilton. And they'll be heading to the final at 4 o'clock. Okay, hi, we're back. Craig McAlpine here again with Presley. We've switched over to the Trans-Lucinski game against Van Amsterdam and Papley. It is 7-5 for Sluchinski and Tran, and that is we're in the I believe we're in the 6th end here. Yeah, yes, we're in the 6th end right now. And Aaron is throwing his first here. Or Aaron is throwing first.
Started off this end with the power play with Van Amsterdam and Papley.
Good shot by Aaron there. They're up by 4. It's good contact with those rocks. And I think Sluchinski and Tran would be pretty happy if they were to give up 2 at most here. They'd still be pretty happy with that.
Started off as a very close game between these two teams, and then the last end gave up a big end and a little bit behind now.
Yeah, it looks like Tran and Sluchinski took 3 and 5, so. Oh, just a little bit of a rub there. It's unfortunate. Probably going to possibly set up a double or maybe just a hit and roll on top, but. So we're on PO8 here. Aaron Sluchinski trying to get the curl at the end here.
Oof.
Pretty good shot. They are shot right now, and that's frozen right on there. That's pretty good.
That was a good shot.
I think you'll probably see Van Amsterdam and Papley try to maybe, I don't know if they can play like a back 8, back 12 weight, try to get to the inside of that red slightly, bump it back, try to keep both their yellows in and maybe expose, but from our angle it looks pretty tight and it looks like it's edge on edge almost, but we'll see what they do here. Weight seems close. Oh.
Might be okay.
Yeah, that's a really good shot, actually. Still try to, you'll see Tran and Sluchinski probably try to go for the double here. Half a rock, possibly. Maybe. Or they could draw to the open side as well. They are shot, so.
Draw to the open and split the house. Not a bad idea.
The only risk to that, I guess, is if you don't make the draw perfect, you could set up potentially a double, depending on where that ends up for 3. But I believe that red could get awfully close to that other yellow if they played the double, so it could jam as well. So
I think they're going for the split on this one.
Yeah, from that angle now I see it's even if there likely is a double there, that red would probably go right into their own yellow for Van Amsterdam. So I think splitting the rings here is a good call. Just lightly brushing it right now.
there might be a double there.
The double's there. I think it potentially jams, but I don't. If you play the intern at it, it might give you a better chance at making the double. But I still think it might be touching that yellow regardless. But it's close.
It'd be interesting to hear what they're saying out on the ice, but we don't have any mics on them right now, so.
I think the double's there for 2. If you stick the double, there's a good chance that that red might just roll off anyways, and might still be for 2. But they're giving it a try anyways, so.
It's worth a shot, really.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's okay. Our technical crew had a little bit of difficulty there, but we got almost a really good shot for 2, but unfortunately it is just 1 for Van Amsterdam and Papley. Really close though. Yeah, I want to once again also thank everyone at the Granite that's basically made this possible. Obviously, Curling Alberta's invested a lot of time and effort as well here, but the Granite Curling Club has done a lot on their own to prepare for this event. Dave Nicholas and Rick Fulmer, the co-chairs of the organizing committee, they've been working hard to get ready for this. Michael Latteru is the championship coordinator from Curling Alberta, and Glenn Wojtok, the head ice maker, obviously has been here night and day and sleeping overnight sometimes, and so he's been working tirelessly to make sure the conditions are really nice out there. And also thank you to the umpires, ice makers, and all the other volunteers as well that are here. Thank Presley for being here as well. She's volunteering just like I am. So they started with a power play here to try to. So Sluchinski is the team that chose the power play. They're actually trying to utilize it for defense in this situation rather than offense, just to kind of keep all the rocks away from the center line.
That was some nice hacks over there.
We got a club member here, Carlos Pina, here too. He's been bugging me all game to mention his name. He's been tapping my shoulder every 5 seconds, so I have to say hi to him, or he wants to say hi to everybody. But really good shot there by Tran and Sluchinski. This looks a little bit light here. I think they were trying to come right around that guard there, right in the rings, but just a little bit light and mostly light.
I believe their last 2 shots were a little bit late for what they wanted.
But, I mean, there's guards there, so we'll see what Tran and Sluchinski do here. I would think that they might be peeling in this situation.
I think you're right with that.
Just peeling the center, getting that out of there. And that's a good shot.
Ooh, that was fast, too.
Yeah, they can sure throw the weight.
Got a 6-7 on that for a peel weight.
It's pretty good. How fast can you throw it?
Oh, God. I think the fastest that I've ever gotten myself to was about a 6-8.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And that's pretty fast for a woman curling. How about you?
Oh, depends on if I want to make the shot or not. I could probably throw it. I could probably get close to 6, under 6, but
Yeah.
the accuracy definitely goes down.
Oh yeah, the faster you go, the less accuracy you have.
Yeah.
But sometimes that might be okay.
Yeah. So another, I don't know if they just came out light again there, or if they're meant to just be, maybe they just want to put a tight center. I don't know. Again, we don't have the audio to see what they were planning, but I imagine they need to get a rock in there at some point. So, but
I think that's what they were trying to do with that last shot, but it just came up short.
either way, they'll be Sluchinski and Tran will be peeling this top one here, and then they'll have a chance to go around that one that they just. Oh no! I guess they were able to touch that center, the close one. That was a really good play.
That was close.
Yeah, by them being able to make contact with that closer one, that was the guard that was going to be more troublesome for Tran and Sluchinski. So the fact that they were able to peel that one out was a good call. We're 3 sheets over, so that was hard for us to see if they could even see that. But I imagine this is going to want to be in the rings. But with that guard being so high, that Tran and Sluchinski might have the opportunity to make a play on it regardless. But well, weight looks pretty close.
Oh.
No, I think maybe they're just playing another guard, I guess. But
Maybe trying to set something up to come around a little bit.
I think the mindset is put another tight one there and then have a chance to come around on the last. But because that came in maybe a little bit tighter than they were hoping, and they're not shot right now, could have been tempted to just bring that right into the full 8 and be shot, and then kind of I think you would have seen Tran and Sluchinski. I mean, they might be peeling anyways here, but yeah, so just peeling the. So just looking for a draw around that yellow top 12.
Not a bad spot for it.
I said in the earlier game when we were covering Van Amsterdam and Papley, my team was playing against them earlier in the spiel, and we were up 5-3 on them going into 6, and we gave up 5, and that was really the kickstart to their weekend. And
Yeah.
he did confirm with me after that game that did kickstart their weekend. So I'll take some credit on how well they've done, and they're hoping obviously to go one step further here and try to win this game here, even though they're a little bit behind here right now.
If I remember correctly, he wasn't the only Van Amsterdam playing this weekend either.
No,
was
his brother Tyler was also playing. Yes,
Right.
both members of the Concordia Thunder team, the curling team, over the last couple years. Not any longer, but Evan is also a pro at the Highlands Golf Course. My brother golfs there, so that's how I know that. But
Oh, okay. That's a nice golf course. And I mean, really, golf and curling kind of go hand in hand with each other.
Absolutely. My wife calls it the old men's sports. Golf in the summer, curl in the winter. Easy on my body.
Yeah.
All right. It's a pretty good shot by Van Amsterdam there and Papley. The playing with a little bit of a tap back weight there for 3, or just straight draw?
I think it's just a straight draw there.
Yeah.
Straight draw. Oh, maybe the tap.
Maybe, but a little heavy. Might be a steal of 1. Yeah.
Yep, they're giving it the 1.
Well, that was a much needed steal by Van Amsterdam Papley there, and a really good shot on their last. That curls up another quarter of a rock. They might even have a chance at 3 there, but instead it's a steal of 1, and 7-5 Transluchinski over Van Amsterdam and Papley going into the 8th end. So people that are joining us late too, just to let everybody know how mixed doubles works, there's 2 rocks that are placed at the start of each end. The team that has hammer, the rock gets placed in the back 4, whereas the team that doesn't have hammer, the rock is placed as a center guard. And yellow throws first with the team that doesn't have hammer. So these first couple shots in each end are very critical. Not to, you want to, the line's the most important. You can be back 4, but as long as you have the full rock, straight freeze is pretty good as well. It's a pretty good spot. Looks a little bit wider here, so Aaron's trying to potentially, well, I was thinking about carving it in, but he looks like it's quite a bit heavier than they wanted, so definitely a bit of a miss there, and kind of opens the door for Van Amsterdam and Papley to make another really good shot here, and could they obviously need a steal of 2 here to keep the game going.
This might be a pretty good comeback for them.
Yeah.
Looks like it might be a little up.
Yeah, they haven't swept it. I think it's fairly close, but it could be just,
Oh.
yeah, no, it's just, that really
That
came down a little bit at the end. It's still in a really good spot, but I think they were trying to get it right on the nose there, but that's still a really good spot right now.
Came down nicely too, in front of the house there.
For appeal here. Yeah, the camera crew is doing an amazing job right now, being 3 sheets over here, so. I've thanked a lot of people so far, but the guy that I asked to create the list of the people to thank, I haven't even thanked him, and I think he's done a lot with the technical work, with the setup of all the cameras and everything. So Jacob Ort is the man behind the scenes here that's kind of running that show, so much appreciated. Guard's not quite on the covering. They're going to make a play on some of those yellows there, I think.
Looks like they're trying to peel out the top yellow
Or are they
again.
the guard? Are they out taking the guard?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Makes sense, I guess, because, I mean, yellow needs to lie 2 in the end here, and they're only lying 1. So eventually, you know, Van Amsterdam and Papley are going to have to make a play themselves on that, which could set up some doubles, but
I think they're just putting the guard back.
yeah, probably another guard here. And
Trying to use directional sweeping there to get it over as far as they can.
he's peeling the guard again. I don't know if there's any timeouts left or anything like that, but they might consider calling one if they do. Still have a bit of time left, though. So Van Amsterdam and Papley have to be lying 2 at least after this shot, so they're trying to rearrange the rocks to allow them to lie 2, but not set up an easy shot for Tran and Sluchinski to remove one of their yellows. Did it bump them enough? I think it
They're
did. So
sitting
they are
2.
sitting 2.
Wow.
And so they're going to draw for the, not really wanting to give up 3 here for, you know, if they're slightly off on the run. So they're just going to play the straight draw right to the button. Really, they just have to outcount that second yellow there to win the game. No risk of giving up 3, but obviously Tran and Sluchinski would love to finish the game off here, and basically just a straight T-line draw. It should be pretty similar to the draws that they've been throwing all game. You just have to get right to the button. So
As long as they're out counting that second shot rock, should be fine.
seems close. Oh, is it over curling?
Oh,
It's close.
it's really close, but I Oh my.
Wow, what a shot.
Wow.
What a shot.
That was beautiful.
I don't know if that's for one or not, but it doesn't matter. Tran and Sluchinski will win this game, and they'll move on to the finals against Marks and Gittis. Thank you, everyone.